Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Share and Read. Today I'll be doing my November TBR. So as you can tell, I am once again filming on my car. I haven't filmed my car in such a long time, but I wanted to change of scenery, etc. So I'm filming it. I have the engine running because it is pretty hot in here, so hopefully you guys don't hear too much in the background. But let's just jump right into the video. So for November, I want something chill. I don't have too many books picked out. I am planning on doing a readathon, which is going to be the 1,000 Doors readathon, but the first prompts aren't released until November 1st. The way how it works, from what I understand, is that it's kind of a choose your own adventure where once the prompts are released on the 1st, which is, I think technically it's like 31st because it's in Europe time, so I'm behind because I am Pacific time. So I think the way how it works is that once the prompts are released, you pick which ones you want to do, and based on your reactions to the prompt, you go on to separate different paths and you continue down each path, etc. And that's kind of how you go through the readathon. I don't know how many prompts there are total. I don't remember exactly if it was even mentioned, but it's very much a mood reader TBR because you kind of go with the flow. You really don't know what to pick. So hopefully the books I picked out for November will fulfill these challenges, because I really don't know, like everything is up in the air. But I want something that's like mood reader like, because last time I did something like this for the, I want to say it was like the winter magical readathon or something, where it's also choose your own adventure. I did really well because that's exactly the type of readathons I think that I do best in. I'm really like, I feel like I like my TBRs, but I also prefer more about like how I feel and if books, you know, fit at the spur of the moment rather than pre-planning things. So I don't know, we'll see guys. Like I really don't know what to expect, but that's the readathon that I am planning to join. So I will include all information down below in case you want to participate as well. But moving on to my actual TBR that hopefully will help fulfill some of the ones for that readathon. So the first book that I want to read is Verity by Colleen Hoover. This is a romance book. I've heard amazing things about the story, the author. I've read a few of her books before and I've enjoyed them all in the past, so I have pretty high hopes for this one. Other than that, I don't really know much about this book, but I've heard really good things. It's definitely romance. For some reason I feel like there's some mystery in there as well, though I'm not entirely sure, so I could be wrong there. Then the next book that I want to read is Red Hood by Elena K. Arnold. This is on my list because I have been trying to read this for such a long time. It's on my 5-star predictions and I do want to try to get into that because I have been doing terribly with just trying to read all the books that I have on that video, and I want to read them as soon as possible so I can do a follow-up video for my reactions and my thoughts about if these books really were 5 stars. So yeah, I really want to get to this one as well. This is definitely a Red Riding Hood retelling, and that's all I know about this. Then the next book that I want to pick up is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. This is another one that I have been trying to read. It's also on my 5-star predictions video, and I have been trying to read this book for such a long time, and I definitely want to pick up this one sometime soon. Then the next book that I want to pick up is going to be Bride Test. This is the one on my TBR, has been a book of the month pick for me, and I think I might try. I can't find the book, by the way. I looked everywhere. Like I scoured my entire room, all the boxes, my shelves, etc. I couldn't find it. So it's somewhere though. I definitely know it's somewhere. But because I can't find it, I think I'm going to try to pick this up audioly. That way, you know, I can still get through it. But this is a book that I really want to pick up as well. All I know is that it is romance, and it's technically, I want to say it's the sequel to Kiss Quotient, but I don't think it's like a direct sequel. I think it's more of a companion novel of a way, and all I know is that it's romance. I think November will be a very romance heavy month for me, I think, now that I think about it. So far I have 2 fantasies and 2 romance. Well, actually they're both like, it's half-half. Anyways, whatever. Then the next one that I want to pick up is the Scythe series. This is by Neil Schusterman. I have heard great things about this book as well. I actually meant to pick up this book for a readathon, I want to say last month, or maybe it was in August. I don't really remember, but I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm hoping to remedy that as soon as possible and go through the entire series soon. This is also another series on my 5-star predictions, so as you can tell, like I'm just trying to like get through my 5-star predictions video right now because I realized I haven't been reading a lot of those books. So yeah, this is definitely one on there. All I know is about, it's like set in the future. It's follow these 2 like reapers. I think, are they called reapers, or they're like scythes, something like that, and at this point in time, science is so well advanced that people don't die. It's up to these people, these scythes, these reapers, to actually kill people and to kind of like curb the population from overflowing, etc. and it just follows these two apprentices. I heard it's amazing, but I've also heard like really mixed reviews on the last book, which is why I'm also a little bit hesitant at this point, but I still really want to read it. I want to just, you know what everyone's talking about, so this is definitely on my list. Then the next book that I want to read is Pretty Reckless by LJ Shen. All I know is that this is romance, and I've heard a lot of positive things about the author in general, so I really want to pick this up. And like I said, I feel like this is actually a pretty romance heavy month now that I think about it. But yeah, that's all I know is that it's romance, and it's the first book in the series, which is All Saints High, and I feel like that's all I really need to know. I'd like to go into my books pretty blind, to be honest. Then the next book that I want to pick up is A Woman Is No Man by If Rum. I definitely feel like I butchered that name. I am so sorry, but this is a book that has gotten a lot of praise. I picked this up because it won the Book of the Year award, or like it was one of the 5 finalists or something like that, and so I thought I would pick this up and see for myself. And it says over here, it's a story of culture and honor, secrets and betrayals, love and violence. I've heard great things, like I said already, so I am really intrigued. It's not a very thick book, so I hope to read this pretty soon. Then the last book on my TBR is Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. I've heard great things about this book in general. I want to say it's like a law thriller. I think that's the right terminology. It basically follows the question of how far will you go to protect your family, and it's set in this small town Virginia where there is like an experiment going on, but something happens and 2 people die, and it becomes clear that this accident wasn't actually an accident. And the book just kind of follows a trial and seeing like who is behind it. Was it the careless mother of a patient? Was it the protesters trying to prove that this treatment was unsafe? Was it the owners trying to cash in on insurance payments? There's a lot of theories going on, and I've heard great things about this book, so I'm really intrigued. I do have a physical copy of it, but again, I couldn't find it, so hopefully I'll try to pick it up as an audiobook, and hopefully that'll be a good option as well. But yeah, this is the last book on this TBR that I really want to get to reading sometime this month. So anyways, that is it in terms of my TBR. Like I said already, I really don't have too many books on here, and I would say that majority of them are actually romances with a few fantasy and a thriller mixed in, but I am very psyched to read them as soon as possible because a lot of them are actually on my 5-star predictions, like I said, like 10 times already. So I feel like I have pretty high hopes with the quality of the books that I'll be reading this month, and hopefully that actually stays true. So anyways, let me know down below which books are you planning to read for November. Will you be joining any readathons, and if you are, which ones? But as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.